Welcome back to the Crochet Gateway. Today's lesson is learning your first stitch, the single crochet. It's always exciting to learn your first stitch after you have mastered the foundation chain. With my students, I can still remember their faces as they learn the single crochet. It's a great stitch and it's very basic. So the first thing that you're going to do is do a slip knot. This is an H hook and regular yarn of a single color. Now, you might be wondering what this is. This is a piece of construction paper laminated with 20 holes punched in it. This is a crochet learning stitch that I learned from another teacher. Thank you, Pat, and thank you, Cindy, that helps students learning to crochet discover where the stitches go. It is a great tool. Now this one is light blue and about 1 inch. This one is thinner. It is also laminated. It can work. You can put as many holes on it or make it as long as you want. But most of you might not have a laminating machine. So I had to think of something for you. And here is a Lucky Charms box. I cut a strip out of the Lucky Charms box. See? And I put holes in it. This can be your crochet learning strip. Either one, all of these are fine. Now, this one has 20 holes in it. Now we have, I'm ready to show you the single crochet stitch. This acts as your foundation chain. One of the hardest things for new learners is figuring out where to go in the chain. But this strip takes it all away from you. You go into the holes as you learn the stitch. So you want to still hold your hook. You want to still do your proper fingering. This helps with fingering. I'm holding the strip as if it were the chain. So for the single crochet, you'll go into the strip, yarn over and pull it through, just like that. Now you have 2 loops on the hook. You'll yarn over again and pull it through. That is a single crochet, 1. Now, with 1 loop on the hook, go back through the hole, grab the yarn, pull it through. You have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through, 2. You'll go all the way down the strip. This is great practice for you. Let's do it again, the single crochet. Put your hook through, grab the yarn, pull it through. Then yarn over again. You're pulling from the back of the strip through both loops. You will do singles all the way down. So let's try it again. Go into the hole, grab the yarn, pull through, grab the yarn again and pull through both loops. That is the single crochet. You have to practice it more than 4 times. I would say once you go down the strip, you can cut it, pull it out, and go down the strip again. And I'll show you something else you can do once I get down there. So we're doing the single crochet. The single crochet is very basic. It is usually the first stitch that you learn. Recently, I used the single crochet to repair a blanket that was actually knitted and purled. So it is a very, very good stitch to know and use when you are repairing crochet. You can actually do a blanket of single crochet. It would take a while, but there's nothing that says you can't do it. So back into the hole, grab the yarn, pull through. Grab the yarn, pull through both loops. That is the single crochet. Into the hole, pull through, yarn over and pull through both loops. Again, so just watch as I go all the way down to the end of this crochet learning strip. So that means I will have done 20 single crochets. Here's another. It really helps you to, with your fingering and holding the strip just as you would the chain. But the foundation chain is so important that you want to get your stitch down before you start wondering, where do I do the stitch? Where do I do the stitch? So you'll go in, let me finish these last few. Going in, pull through, going over, going in, pull through, grabbing and pulling through both. So there's just 2 more. Single crochet, and 1 more makes 20. So you're saying, what good is this strip? Well, the strip is for learning, and you'll see that you have 20 single crochets. My students' faces would just light up when they would make it to the end of the strip, and then they'd say, oh, what do I do now? Well, there's 2 things you can do now. You can cut this, pull it out and do it again, or turn the strip, do 1 chain, and then start going back down, but don't go into the hole. Go into the space here. You can do a single here, like that, and go down, like this. So to master the single crochet, use a piece of cardboard. Construction paper would not be firm enough unless you can have it laminated. I just went to the pantry and got the Lucky Charms box, so I'm sure you can probably find something around your house that you can learn. Now, this isn't something that you would give away. This would be something where you practice. Practice, practice, practice. It's like homework. And you'll go into under the chain, loop through, and so we're going down through our 2nd row down the learning strip. Now, if you ever want to stop, just pull your loop big and come back to it. You want to be able to remember what you did, so maybe you're taking a note. You can make a lot of strips and go down each strip like that, or like this. All of these would work in order for you to learn the single crochet. Then, when you're ready, you will do the single crochet into the chain. So I'm going to pull this out so you see how easy that is to do. And then I'm going to chain some 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's always good to know how many that you chained, because that's how many stitches you need to do. Okay, so once you've gone down the strip several times and feel good, so you're going to say to yourself, oh, where do I do the first single crochet? It's not this one, it's this one. So you'll go in, grab it, pull it through. There you have a single crochet. Into the next one, pull through, 2. So I'm keeping track. Number 3, single crochet, all the way down to the end of your chain. And if you have done well on the strip, you will do well in the regular foundation chain. You could make a small blanket. The thing about the single crochet is it is not a very big stitch, so you have to work a long time for it to be a blanket, but you can do it. It's one of the smaller stitches that you have. So we're going all the way down to the end of the foundation chain, like this. Now we've made it to the end. One more. One very important thing you must remember is that when you get to the end of the row, you turn your work. But before you start back down the other way, you chain one. And this keeps your work from shrinking, okay? So you would chain one, don't go into this one, but go into this one, okay? Chain one at the end of each row. It makes sense when you think about it. You have to have a little bit of buffer on each side, okay? So the single crochet, your first stitch, it's wonderful to know and learn. Practice holding your hook, holding the yarn, and become an expert on the single crochet. Thank you for watching the Crochet Gateway, and I will see you next time.